You are watching Wellness Week, Wellness Wednesdays here on the Wellness Week channel here on YouTube. Okay, what's up, everybody? Hey, welcome to Wellness Wednesdays. My name is DJ Anthony. This is our resident scientist, Magnus. He's over there. He's over here. That's Magnus. And he's our resident scientist. I'm resident DJ. And so what's up, everybody? Welcome to Wellness Week, Wellness Wednesday episode, another freshly squeezed one. Magnus, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
All right, my man. So, so we were talking about this, and these are the topics for today, folks. Get out your pen and pencils. So what the topics are today are, number one, what are some of your favorite consumable, well, non-consumable, what are some of your favorite items that you use to keep yourself healthy and well? Like, for instance, I don't know, hand cream or whatever, water filter, stuff like that. Second thing is, how much of success in life is luck? You hear that a lot. Oh, it's luck, or it's all hard work, whatever. And last but not least, what is ASMR? You hear that a lot sometimes nowadays. It's the latest thing, ASMR. So we're going to get into that. Okay. My dog is barking up a storm. I don't know if the viewers can hear Rocky going nuts, but all right. So, Magnus.
Yo, what's up?
Let's go one for one here. So What is one of the things that you utilize to keep yourself well and healthy? What's an item, non-consumable?
So should I go big and go home?
Whatever, man. Yeah, we're gonna go back and forth.
The biggest thing that I have done, like investing, in my health in that way, is actually building my own gym at home.
Which I saw, by the way. You had the Mr. T thing going on. You had the chain going on. You're doing the push-up.
Yeah. No, so it's set up, and the thing is, like, when it comes down to a home gym, there's always going to be two things, and that's how much you want to spend and how much space you have. It's usually how much space you have. So people have a tendency, they start maybe in a part of their garage. All of a sudden, the whole garage is a gym. So I haven't gone that far, but
yeah, it's going to go that way.
Yeah, no. So I kind of made the decision, or I always wanted my own gym, but when we started to with the COVID closed down, that's when I and I don't know how many other millions of people started to figure that one out. So it was rough trying to get a hold of things, but now I have a good setup. I'm proud of it. I can basically do everything that I need to. I don't have a ton of machines or anything like that, but that's usually not how I train anyway. So it definitely fits my training style.
Now, does your wife utilize? Is she allowed to utilize your gym?
Yes, definitely. I'm trying to get her in there more than, but it's for her. So for her, it's more kind of a comfort thing. So she at least has the options of training at home. She has her own machine and stuff like that. So it's our space. So it's not like I'm hogging on it.
Right.
I can have friends come over. I family members, everything. Everybody's allowed to train in it. So
nice. Yeah, I'm not a big, which is funny because I used to be a trainer back in college for Gold's Gym, famous gym chain. And I used to compete in weightlifting, Olympic lifting. I was very, very into weights. Like, as soon as I turned 12, I saved up my money and I bought my first little weight. I was one of the first kids in my friggin' school. Like, I was serious, man. And anyways, now I need to hit the weights now. I couldn't even do, it's embarrassing, but that's my choice. But I do need to get back to some weights and resistance because, as you know, it's good for the skeletal system. It's good for, obviously, just to be stronger, things like that. So, but I concentrate more on cardio. Yes, I do a lot of tennis and whatnot, but I don't want to get into it. All right. My thing is, what's that? Yeah. Well, the one thing I purchased actually like last week, I think it was, I went on Amazon and I got myself a HEPA air filter for my house. So one of these, Levito, I think it's called. You can get any brand, whatever. Because I was like, I guess I should. I think we touched on this before, but I was like, I should. Not that I don't live in a chimney, but I was like, it'd probably be good to have some cleaner air. You always hear that the air in the house, our homes are quote unquote dirty, not as clean as going outside. So I got myself a HEPA air filter. Okay, what's another one that you've done? So you had the gym. What else?
So another thing that I usually have and this is something that I've been using a lot. It's a water filter.
Damn, you stole my
No, it's not stealing.
thunder.
It's just showing that we're kind of like how important it actually is, because clean water is one of the most important things for your health. So not just the air we breathe, but the water we drink. So and there's many out there. You basically have a physical filter, which basically just take out particles. You have carbon filters, activated carbon in it. You have the reverse osmosis. You have there's many difference of it. At least I'm like having a filter that helps you removing some of the particles of the water. I think everybody should invest in it, unless you're living in a place where we have access to clean water to start out with. If you're living in any type of city or anything like that, go get yourself a water filter.
100%. And you know, it's funny. I tell people, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I drink soda every day." I'm like, "Bro, tap water is better than soda." "Oh no, I can't drink tap water." Listen, but to your point, I mean, water. I filter mine too. And again, is it a silver bullet? No, but it's about, again, stacking the odds in your favor to have clean water, especially in America where it's dicey sometimes.
Yeah. And it's something that I want to add to also. And here's something that a lot of people don't know. If you suffer from eczema and maybe some autoimmune diseases and things like that, sometimes you might have to actually put a filter for your whole home. So because you're showering and stuff like that, and that could actually cause a lot of problem if you're sensitive to it. I mean, most people aren't, but that's definitely something. If you tried everything else, maybe you need to invest in actually getting a water filter for your whole home.
And these are things that I think all of us take for granted, right? You know, we don't think of water filter, air filter, good bed, good pair of shoes. We don't think of that as healthcare. You know, we think of take a shot, take a pill, take a shot, take a pill, take a shot, that's healthcare too. But in addition to clean water, having a good pillow, right? You know, having a good bed, good pair of shoes. I mean, we really, I'm guilty of that too. We don't. Okay, I'm going to do one more, then you do one more, and then we'll go on to our next topic, because I have a feeling the next topic, or the last topic is the next topic is going to be a big one. All right. So for me, I would say the other thing that I utilize to stay well and healthy would be, which I'm guilty of not always using this, but sunscreen on my face in the wintertime. In the summertime, I've been wearing a hat now often, especially in the summer when I'm coaching and playing tennis. I have a bald spot here, so I'm like, oh damn! You're gone, son. You're gone, son. But I would put SPF on my head. I was like, you know what? I can't. I'm not going to do that. I one of my former football coaches, he had passed away, unfortunately, some time ago, and one of the problems that he had skin cancer, and it was right on top of his head. And, you know, it's sad, you know, and I don't know that would have made a difference or not, but certainly nobody wants skin cancer. So I'm like, dude, I'm just going to rock a hat from now on when I go outside, especially in the summertime, and also SPF as much as I can. Doesn't matter what color you are. If you're black, if you're a white person, Asian, the sun is the sun is the sun. You have to protect yourself from that. Anyway, so sunscreen would be for me. What's your last one for you?
I'm going to add something about sunscreen. So here's something, again, when it comes to sun, it's a balance. We still need sunlight, and we still need sunlight without protection, but we're talking about maybe 20 minutes, maybe at the start of the day around like 10, 11 o'clock or something like that, and not being out when you have the strongest UV light. So, but I still recommend like having a sunscreen and investing in a good pair of glasses and hat, and wear that after your 20 minutes have passed up, or depending, it might be shorter when we're close into the equator and during summertime. So
right.
It's about like understanding and having a balance, because it creates a lot of talking about vitamin D and all those things that we actually need sunlight for, and circadian rhythm and all that.
Yeah.
And but protect yourself, definitely. If you're out a lot and in the sun, you need to protect yourself. So I would say that my next thing kind of ties into this, and that is getting a comfortable wardrobe, like comfortable clothes. So we're talking about shoes. We're talking about a good jacket, or depending on the weather situation you're at, even like a comfortable suit, whatever it is, like having comfortable clothes on, that like whatever the material is that you feel good about, that it actually like mimic what the use you need it for. So if you're out in the rain, maybe you need to invest in a good rain jacket, Gore-Tex jacket, whatever it is. But this will actually help out a lot with like being active outdoors, feeling comfortable, feeling good. And that kind of builds also like you're feeling good in your clothes, and you're feeling good without clothes. So
it makes you want to go out and do stuff versus, oh, this clothes are itchy or uncomfortable or whatnot. And viewers, type in what are some of the things that you utilize to help you keep well and healthy, that are items. Again, not stuff that you consume, not vitamins or food, which is good too. But we're interested in what you use. That's stuff that you can wear or that is around you. Good pillow, good shoes. We talked about the sunscreen, etc. Okay, so the next one, this is a hot topic, because I had this conversation with a bunch of friends of mine like this past summer. And I was like, damn, I didn't know it was going to be like, we're glad to get the fisticuffs around here. So it was like, okay, how much of life's success, and I'm not necessarily talking about money, but how much, although that could be part of it, how much of life's success is luck? So, okay, Magnus, you go first. In your opinion, and it's just opinions, what do you think, what do you attribute to luck? How much of your success in your life is attributed to luck, percentage-wise?
So percentage-wise is really, really hard to say. But I say this, and this is something that I learned from one of my football coaches, is that luck is when preparation and opportunity meet.
Dude, you stole my line.
But that's a phrase that all coaches have to like tell him. And I think that's really, really like a good way of seeing it, because you never know like when your shot arrives. So and I would say like it's so much about timing, and just like it could be. And here's the thing: it could be that you're at the right time, at the right place at the right time, that the right people. Maybe you guys went to kindergarten together and have a lifetime relationship, and all of a sudden you get that phone call. It's like, hey, dude, I got this business opportunity. Are you interested? Or I know that you can help me with this. Are you interested? And sometimes it's just like, it comes down to a lot of it. You will have to give a lot of things for free to become successful.
Okay.
And that could not just be your time. That could be money. That could be a lot of different things that you actually invest, because it's going to be an investment.
Right.
And of course, some people, they go out, they spend a ton of money on a lottery ticket and find success there, or misery in it too. So it all depends. So I would say like
around the about estimate. You think it's 10%, 25%, 90%, 30%? Viewers, you type in there. What do you think it is, viewers?
I would say like close to 40%.
Oh, damn! Oh man, okay, all right.
Yeah, so I mean, like 50, somewhere between like 20 and 40%. I mean, because there's so many things, there's so many moving pieces that are in, if you're considering like success, luck, or things like that. I do still think that we have a big control over it, because like it's not about getting satisfied. For like, if you don't feel like you're satisfied, you need to continue like pushing. And I know that a lot of people that are considered successful, they've spent so much time, money, and effort on hiring coaches, surrounding themselves with the best people, reading books, educating themselves, so on and so forth. So 40% might be
okay. All right.
Extremely high when I start thinking of it. Like I said, I think it's such a hard to just put a number on it.
No, I know. There's a lot of variables. And by the way, when I say success, I'm just saying about anything in life that would make you happy. It doesn't necessarily have to be a money success. It could say, oh, I found the right husband or wife, or I have nice friends, like that could be success too. It doesn't necessarily have to be
Healthy
money.
kids.
Or it could be money. But okay, so I take a little bit of a different approach, dude. Oh my God, Magnus, man, this is gonna be our divorce, bro. So I see it as, at least this is my experience, my opinion. I think life success is give or take 5%. I would say, to say someone got lucky, like I used to be a teacher, okay? So, I went to college, I went to graduate school, study, really work hard. And then I went on interviews to become a teacher. I didn't get the job there. 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 I finally got a job. Oh, look, he got lucky. Really? Well, I had to go to college for 10 plus years. I had to fill out the applications, go on the internet. Like, I didn't walk out of my bed and didn't have an education and someone wanted to make me a teacher. So my thing is, luck. Maybe the person that hired me that day liked me. You want to say that's luck, but what about the over a decade of training that I did before I even became a teacher? Same thing like LeBron James. Oh, he got lucky. Really? I mean, like, because he was practicing tens of thousands of hours before he even got into the NBA. So, like, that's my opinion. But
I'm 100% too. But again, I say,
and luck is a part of it. I'm not saying it's not,
but when like preparation and opportunity, that is like that would be success. One thing though, like if you're looking at it like from a pretty crazy idea, like here's how you can consider things like luck or not. So they basically ran statistics on went to the courts and see if when the judges usually like judge, like basically we're talking about everything like jury and everything like that. When did they actually like let people go more than, and then when they kind of got caught more? So like when
right,
what was like before lunch, worst hour to be a crook, because they basically then they just want to get out, get their lunch, they're cranky and things like that. After lunch, basically same kind of cases, way like definitely a big chunk less.
Or if you commit your crime during Christmas, the judge will be more lenient to you. And I agree. There is an element of luck in life. Hey, oh my God, that tree almost hit me by mistake. It just, the tree just almost hit me by an inch. I got lucky. I get that, But my other retort to that would be, well, then just don't do crimes. Nobody told you to grab the gun, get in the car, drive down the road, get out of the car, open the door to the store, put the gun to the person's head, rob the person, like,
or do a lot of things, or whatever it is.
Get into that jam.
No, but again, it's like should we, like, we can also kind of like deep dive even harder into this. It's like when we're starting to talk like physics and multiverses and things like that. That everything like a lot of people say this too. I mean, it's a theory that everything in your life is already like predestined to happen, and all those sort of things, and which I find is kind of interesting. But you can also see the same thing, like what we're talking about, like epigenetics and things like that. The difference from like we're having twins and see how different they've evolved, and also like, oh, they got separated at birth. Here's one that got an opportunity here. Here's another that got not the same opportunity.
Right.
Like maybe if they, so it's like. That's what I'm saying. Like sometimes it just feels like it's such a big, like it's just basically you just go to the dice with the dices and you just roll and something.
But when you say opportunity, right? When you say the opportunity though, too, okay, just because somebody didn't get that opportunity doesn't mean that they're going to go die now and become homeless. So, okay, so I didn't get that job, but I got a job though. I got something. Yeah. So it's not an either or zero-sum game. It's like, oh, he missed his shot, he's a loser. Okay, like no, he just got a different job, like, whatever, or she got a different job or whatever. I was gonna say, I think free will is like what you're kind of alluding to here too, is that I see this, and I think we probably agree on this. We have as much say and as much free will as a fish in a fish bowl. In that bowl, the fish can do whatever it wants. It's in control, but it can't go out of the bowl. That's the part of, I guess, the luck intersection, or we're only in control of so much. I get, I totally get it. I agree. But, it's like when friends of mine are like, oh, by mistake, I got pregnant, or I got that girl pregnant by mistake. You got bad luck. You mean you didn't use prophylactics. You made a choice. Like you just didn't through osmosis rub up against the woman and now she's pregnant. It's like, come on, dude. Like, and things happen.
Biologically, it doesn't work that way. No,
right.
no, but again, it's like that's why I think this is a super, super interesting question, and there's so many layers of it too. And it's also like, yeah, you could probably run a ton of statistics and you can prove certain things or not, but it's not about that. I think it's more, and I think this is kind of like what's important of it. It's like you can achieve a lot of things if you set your mind to it. It might be easier if you have certain opportunities like coming to you, but like it also like, it also means that you should, like, if you're not happy with something, that you should not just accept it. Yeah, certain things you just have to accept because that's just how it is. But the things that you can have a say on and affect, like, try to do better. It's the same thing. Like, well, I can't lose weight. Okay, what have you done? Oh, I have done everything. Okay, have you tried to like eat better and like move and improve your food quality and sleep more, things like that? No. I don't have the time today. I still want to go out and party. I want to like sleep 5 hours a night. I want to eat shit, stuff like that. Well, that's a choice, I mean, yeah, I understand, like, since I'm in the industry of nutrition and diets and things like that, it is extremely frustrating, but it's also like you can get help by investing.
Bad luck can only go so far.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. Like, what would you agree upon this? Like, hiring a coach, if you wanna get to like get somewhere faster, hiring a coach is one of the best things you can do. Like, you work with tennis, you've been teaching and things like that. Like, there's a lot of kids that learns a lot by themselves, but there's also like good teachers. Like, if you have a good teacher, they will probably make you learn faster, make it more enjoyable, and you'll be successful, and you probably learn for life too.
Right. And I get it. Look, if you're born to a billionaire, that's just luck. Like, you don't control who gives you birth. You just come out and, hey, if I'm born poor, I'm born poor. If I'm born to a billionaire, oh well, if I'm Bill Gates' son, like, that's just luck that I came out of, the Gates family. However, there's a lot of billionaires who their kids wind up dying and getting involved in bad things. So it's
and also, if you're looking at a lot of billionaires, like, even like usually like growing up or sometime in their life, they went through a lot of struggles. So they usually went through hard times.
Most of them had no money in the beginning.
Yeah. And also, like, they might have like earned a fortune, lost a fortune, earned a fortune, back and forth like that too. So, like, I think that also, when it comes down to it, have a little bit of hardship in your life actually prepares you better.
100%. You can't 100%. By the way, and we're saying billionaires, but that's the ultimate thing of success. Again, it doesn't have to be money. It can be, I have a nice lower middle class life. I drive a used car. We're very happy. That's success too. If you want that to be success, is what we all determine what it is. So to say billionaires, I don't want to make it like, if you're not a billionaire, you're a loser. I'm not saying that, but whatever, you're happy with your life, whatever that may be. You might have said, oh, I wanted to be the manager of the fast food restaurant, and that didn't happen. That was my goal in life. Whatever. It's all relative. I got lucky. I got unlucky. My point is, and I think anyway. So yeah, there's an element of luck, yes, and there's an element of hard work. You can't just say, I don't want to work out. I don't want to eat right. I don't want to take it. Oh, it's just bad luck. I have obesity, type 2 diabetes, heart disease. Like, but you're not even trying. Like, what the hell, man? I got a friend like that. He says it's all bad luck. I'm like, dude, have you seen what you're eating lately? Like, you're not helping, bro. Anyways.
Yeah. No, it's like, again, super, super interesting topic. And people, like, please share what your ideas are on luck or success or things like that. I think it's always interesting to kind of like hear some other voices too than just me and Anthony's.
Yeah, and there's no right or wrong. Magnus has his opinion. I have my opinion. The viewers, you have your opinions. Whatever works for you. All right, let's go on to this one now. ASMR. Now, if you don't know, people, viewers, what ASMR is, it's audio sensory meridian response. So it's like, you ever watch like the painter Bob Ross? When he paints, he puts you kind of into a trance. You're like, wow, that's great. That's ASMR videos. ASMR could be anything that kind of like calms you down or makes you concentrate, gives you peace. Of course, it's relative, because if you think that heavy metal is ASMR to you and that brings you peace, then it's ASMR to you. But generally speaking, the consensus is videos that are quiet and peaceful and gentle. There's no yelling. So that's your Mr. Rogers, your Bob Ross the painter, whatever. So
I think one of the newest things is like Dr. Pimple Popper, or like when they show all those things,
Well, now you're getting into something that is right. So ASMR can really be expanded to not only quiet talk, but you like to watch people eat food that gives you peace, like you like to watch people play chat. Right, you're talking about the Pimple Popper, which is funny because one of the ASMR videos that I like, and I think we all have an ASMR whatever thing. Well, I don't know. It's been people saying fetish, which I think it's not. I don't think it's correct, because if you really think about it, that's why I mentioned.
No, I was just trying to be funny. That's
I know.
Word. I think it's hilarious.
When it first came out, or when it first became well known, like a couple of years back, I was like, ASMR, that's for crazy people, weirdo. Then I'm like, wait a second. That's why I mentioned up front Bob Ross the painter or Mr. Rogers, because that's ASMR. That's that anything you watch or you see that calms you. So it's not, I know you're being funny. I totally get it. But yeah, so it's not you're a weirdo if you like to or anything like that. It's just, these are things that now have been quantified or have been labeled, which could be a bad thing. But so you're talking about pimple poppers, which that's disgusting. However, to each his own. I have started watching my ASMR. I have many, but one of them is, call me crazy, but I like to watch farriers put shoes on horses. For some reason, I am like amazed and just like, whoa, that's so cool how they take the horseshoe off the horse, how they cut the frog, so to speak, the essentially cutting the toenail of the horse. But it's like, I love to watch things being completed and done. Cooking shows. I love Julia Childs. That's ASMR. Watching her cook or anyone cook. So what's the ASMR video for you that you like?
So to be honest, I'm not.
Or maybe you don't like any of them. I don't know.
I haven't kind of like jumped into that. It's not something that I do. I think it's a great way of actually, if it works for you and calm down. I think everything that can deal with stress is phenomenal, whatever it is. Like one thing that I do though, that I kind of like, I do follow a couple of accounts on Instagram. It's like science and engineering. It's like watching like physical phenomenons, for instance, like water droplets or like how winds like go through like mountain tops and you see clouds and stuff.
That's like ASMR. Yeah.
Yeah, it is, but it's not like something that I seek out usually. And also
no.
Looking at machinery, like sometimes, like an engineering solution, like they're looking at how does a lock work or like a lot of those things are just like interesting. Same thing that you're saying, just like watching someone perform something with tools like woodworks or something like that.
Yeah.
See like the perfection because they're like masters of what they're doing.
Right. And a lot of ASMR, like I said, ASMR could be anything that you're watching or listening to that calms you down essentially. So that's ASMR could be whatever it is you want it to be. But typically, again, it's about, calm and slow and just, so for instance, another one I love is I love listening and watching former President Jimmy Carter speak, because he talks so slowly and so gently. And I'm like, and I mean, he will literally, I'll listen to him, I'll fall asleep. I don't know what he's saying, and his wife is even better, Rosalind Carter, who actually I love her and the organization. She's about mind health and mental health, which I love. She's a big proponent and, fighter to help people which is basically everybody on earth. We all have mind issues. But Rosalind Carter, the wife, is even more. She got like the old lady voice going. She's like, everybody. I'm like, huh? But I love it. So I don't watch her all the time. But when I'm like, I need to go to sleep, I'm like, Rosalind Carter, everybody. Her, and I like to watch trains going through the Swiss Alps. They have like a 5-hour thing of just this train. And again, it helps me kind of relax. I'll just like put it in the background, or I'll watch it. I'll have my cup of tea, whatever it is, and just like, or just it calms you down. So, but
I think like what I would kind of like draw some similarities to it is like it's a visual form of binary beats. I don't know if people know about binary beats. Binary beats are basically like sounds that are a certain like wavelength
frequency
that actually affects our brain. You have alpha, beta, delta, theta. So it actually goes in and actually starts changing the kind of bandwidth our brains are working.
Right.
And it's crazy, but that like I've done that a bunch of times. I have those like kind of sound tracks and things like that. You can find them on YouTube and online and sorts of everywhere.
Right.
But they actually work, and it's kind of cool when you get into it. And I think that these kind of videos have a similar effect on us. It kind of affects our, like, somehow the wavelengths in our brain. This is not science. I do not base this on science. It's just
right.
a gut feeling that I have.
100%. It's not science based. It's more of just a feeling ASMR. Or it's like that, ASMR is that feeling too. Is like if you're getting your hair cut or someone's giving you a massage, that's kind of an ASMR feeling where you kind of relax. You get the tingle. That's where it's called meridian, from your head to your toe, the meridian, audio sensory meridian response. Anyways, the other one I like is oh shoot, there was another one that another ASMR video that I like or type. What was it? No, I was gonna say there's a pastor at my church. I'm not gonna give his full name, but he's Pastor Dave. This guy is like, he should be a DJ. He's like, how are you, Anthony? He's an older dude, like, I don't know. He went to school with Jesus, but he's just like, how are you? This man, I don't think he's ever raised his voice in 100 years, but like, yeah. So that's him. He's just like, how is everything? I'm like, good. Yeah. So anyways, he's the walking ASMR guy.
Funny. Like I have like a couple of experiences that I had. So we had when I was at the university, we had a lecture guy, and it was the same way. And it was the worst part that he had a lot of the classes that we went in was either like after lunch or like late Friday afternoon, when everybody wants just to go home. And it's like, and you can just see like the percentage wise, and everybody was kind of guessing, okay, how many people are going to fall asleep during the lecture today? And it was like, almost like people were betting on it.
Right. It's part of it's kind of falling asleep. Part of it's also just the calming effect. But yeah. Anyways, it's funny because I was like, I know who's not ASMR. Me. I am the antithesis. You would never come to me to try to relax. Nobody calls me to like, let me talk to Anthony so I can relax, because I am the antithesis of everything calm and ASMR. Like you want an adrenaline, you want a shot to get going. That's what I'm good for. I'm all about, let's get it, let's do it. But I'm not the guy that you come to me. I had to laugh a couple weeks ago. One of my friends goes, hey Anthony, man, thanks for listening to me yesterday about my problem. I'm like, who, me? Like, I don't listen to anybody. I'm like, I was like, you got the right guy, because I'm not the guy you come to with, I'm usually the guy going to people for like, help me. Yeah, I'm only good for like, you want to get the party started. Anyways, but yeah, so ASMR, I got a bunch of them that I watch. Actually, even home shopping, like the QVC, HSN, that for me, that's kind of ASMR. Like when they can sell anything, it doesn't matter. We're selling toothpicks. I'm like, toothpick. Like
it's like, but it's the whole thing with the whole infomercial kind of thing,
right?
Like, and I got another thing that like this has happened a lot. Like Formula One, they usually have they have their test runs like on Saturdays, and then they have the actual race on Sundays, and something with the car sound when it goes by, and this is of course on TV, because if it's live, you will never fall asleep unless you have some serious issues. But when they pass the camera and then that makes me, and especially like Sundays when it's our relaxing day, just a tendency for me to take a nap.
You know what I like about, so this is kind of ASMR for me, which is kind of weird. I will watch F1 race car pit stops. There's a whole YouTube channel on just the pit stops. Bro, I will watch that to nauseum because I'm just like, whoa. Like, it just puts me in a trance. Like, they just changed 4 tires in 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I'm like, that's amazing. And so, like, that is funny you mentioned F1, because the pit stops, I'm all about the pit stop, bro. I'm like, that is so cool. Like, it's just a ballet. Everything just happens, and just like F1, anyway.
But again, then you can understand my fascination a little bit with like engineering, when you maybe look at it could be some type of machinery or something, like you see the cog wheels turn and things like that. That's so it's just kind of nice to see, like, I want to say someone that masters something when they perform something, because it looks, it's just like the movement pattern is an art.
Correct. Yeah.
And that's what I also like a little bit like of Japanese culture, when they have a lot of these things, and you striving to perfect something, like a movement pattern, or when you're out in the in the Japanese garden, and they going around with the
Tai Chi or whatever it is.
Yeah, and not just that, but when they're using a crate, when they actually like doing the patterns in gravel or sand and things like that. And
they sell that on Amazon. You can buy this big large cup, and there's sand in it, and this little robotic arm that just spins the sand for you. And it's like, that's ASMR, But dude, so all these things. Check out Rosalynn Carter, former President Jimmy Carter, or his wife, Rosalynn. If you want a good ASMR and you want to calm down, you want to fall asleep, doesn't matter what she says. It's irrelevant. Just listen. Her voice, she will trance you. You'll be like, yeah, like she could probably make me do stuff. I would be like, yes, master. Anyway, so that's it. By the way, Magnus, speaking about nutrition and wellness, anything going on with your business, plug your service, please, sir. You also do it via satellite.
Yeah, any if someone is interested in hiring a nutrition coach or anything like that, I'm here. I'm glad to help people, and it could not just be like we're always talking about like fat loss and things like that, but I do way more things than that. And we're talking about, a lot of people have digestion issues nowadays, so we're working a lot of that. And we're not looking at a short-term fix. We're not talking about, we're fixing everything in 30 days and you're off. No, we're working on lifestyle changes. So you actually like learn, enjoy things, and things that you can actually do for the rest of your life. Because a lot of people know like finding the knowledge is easy. Everything is on the internet nowadays, but it's actually applying the knowledge too. So that's why I talked about before, one of the best things people could actually do if they feel like they're stuck or they need to get somewhere is hiring a coach. And I always say that I hire coaches myself, and one of the best investments I ever done in life.
Right. And I'm going to also pump you up here to the viewers and the people watching. Magnus has this PhD in science, former military, former a football player. So you're somebody that people should pay attention to, give a look at his website or his Facebook page, because wellness and health is important. So Magnus is not some gym bro. He's a professional. Magnus, where can they find you on Facebook or the internet?
So I have a Facebook group. We're talking about, it's basically Principle for Lifelong Fat Loss. I will actually link this in the notes or in a comment, so you can find it where you will find it on YouTube or Facebook or wherever you find this. I will link it so you can find it, and you can join the group. It's for free, and I'm giving out a bunch of information. You can reach me there if you're interested in one-on-one coaching. Or maybe if you're interested in doing it in a group or family or anything like that, because I think it's and I see it's a lifelong experience that we're trying to change something for the rest of your life. So you know that you can handle this, and you can get whatever. If you feel like losing weight, or the body that you always wanted, or increasing your health, I'm there to help you guys.
Right. And you can do it. To the viewers, you can do it. No question. I'm not blowing smoke. If you want it, you can do it. And there's help here for you. There's also links, by the way, on Wellness Week YouTube channel. If you see the page on Wellness Week here, there's links for coaches, mind health, what do you call it? Crisis management, nutritional management. So check out the links in the master page, in the page for Wellness Week. But yeah, so that's it, folks. Thanks for checking in Wellness Week. We got a bunch of great shows coming up all throughout the up and coming days. And Magnus, as always, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. No, we have decent weather here in the New York City area. It's about 40 something. So I'm like, beach weather. So I'm
running down to Jersey Shore straight away.
Bro, yeah. When you do come to the New York City area, if you haven't been, I'm gonna try to take you to the Jersey Shore, because it's a cartoon. If you yell out Anthony, everyone's gonna turn around. So everyone's, yeah. But all right, buddy, good to see you, man. I'm signing off, everybody. Have a good week. You can do it. We believe in you. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Signing off.